Good morning, Shlog fans. Just got done with the Gospel of Two Wheels live show. It was awesome. A whole bunch of you tuned in. That was really, really cool. Thank you so much. Yeah, I love it. If you guys haven't watched it, every Thursday at 7:30 Mountain Standard Time, we have a live show right here on YouTube. Make sure you tune in. It's super duper fun. Ask questions, joke, give each other a hard time. It's really great. So, great show. It was awesome. Now it's time to get to work. We got a bunch of work going. I believe today I'm going to get Zach Sheets on rebuilding a YZ250 from the bottom up. It will be his first, I think, complete motor rebuild. He's done top ends on two strokes, but he's going to be learning. So it's actually going to be a lot of fun for you guys because I'll be showing him how to do it and all that stuff. And I think that'll help you guys learn too. I will probably have a separate in-depth video just about that. I've done other ones about YZ250s, but this will be a little different since I'm going to be telling someone else how to do it, not doing it myself. So that should be fun. What else? Anyway, lots of other stuff going on. Let's get on with the Daily Shlog. All right, guys, we're at the shop. We're doing things. Zach Sheets was attempting to finish up the 300, and then sadly, the little, it's got the key in on it, great carburetor, but in cleaning it, we found that the jet black gasket O-ring thing on that had failed, which is the first time I've ever dealt with that. I know other people have, and unfortunately we don't have one, and no one in town has one, and so we had to order one. So wah, wah, wah. Zach Sheets is mad. Let's see. Yeah, there he is, super angry. So now we're dealing with this TTR. Going to check the Stator specifications, mainly the pulsar coil, because it's just not running, and it was running, and the carburetor is very, very clean. So we got our meter. We're going to set her to ohms, which is offline. And here's a little tech tip. So with your meter, to check and make sure everything's working well, put it on ohms, and then you want to touch your two leads together and make sure it does what it's supposed to do, which should go to, what does it say, 0.1 ohms. So anyway, you should do that every time because there's like resistors and things and stuff inside here, and if they go bad, anyway, they don't work, and sometimes that happens. Just like motorcycles, these things can break. So these are the wires coming out of the ignition cover. The 3 wires here are for the charging, and usually they're either white or all yellow. I don't know why Yamaha does this on this one, but they do, whatever. But to confirm that that is it, you can look over here and see that those are the same wires here, same colors that go into the regular rectifier. The other telltale sign is that this battery is dead and hasn't been charging, while the other one that's running fine is charging. So this one, probably pretty sure the Stator's junk. Obviously take the side that goes to the motor, not the side that goes to the rest of the harness. Gonna come in here, check our ohmages on the pulsar. So it says 229. That's relatively high, but not horrible. Come in here and check each one of these. So there's 3 wires. That means there's 3 ways to check it. So we go to these 2, and yes, I have the little proby guys that make this easier. I just don't want to go get them. So 0.5, and then we go to this coil. Well, that's almost 1. And then this coil is over 1. So that is definitely the telltale sign. I don't know what the Stator spec, the ohm specs are supposed to be, because I couldn't find it on the Google mechanic. But if you know enough about electronic parts on dirt bikes, you don't really, I mean, it helps to look at specs and whatever, but on a Stator, on the energizing part of it, like, so not the pulsar that tells it, you know, the crank position sensor, but the energizing part, all 3 of those coils should be about the same, and all 3 of them were very different. So that leads me to believe that the Stator is junk. Sadly, I looked up the part, and I gotta see if we can get it aftermarket, but the OEM one's $300 and something, so that will be a sad day if I have to tell them that. But let's go take a look and see what we can find. Hopefully we can find a better deal. As I promised, Zach Sheets is taking apart a YZ250. And there we go. So yeah, he is currently getting the right side of the motor all apart. This thing came to us with the top end already off of it because the customer was hoping it just needed a top end, but it needs more. So, so yeah, clutch comes off. You want to get these guys off with the clutchy so you don't lose them. Shift shaft out. This guy right there, you don't want to lose that thing. I'm going to show you. That thing likes to come off, fall down on the ground, not make much noise because it's covered in oil, and then be gone. I got my worthless child here helping. What are you doing? Keeping it squatchy? Yeah. He's keeping it worthless. And keeping it worthless. He's burning cardboard. Go burn more cardboard. Oh, he burned his finger.
No, this is the finger that I think I remember. It isn't been whacked.
Ooh, that one's got a good cut. Nice. But he's tough, so he's still working. So he's burning that. Then I'm going to have him fix his throttle on his 65, which he's no longer riding, but for the next kid that rides it. So yeah, now pull that off. Nice. So sometimes, see how hard that was for him to pull out? It's probably because it might have a little bit of a bend in it. And it does. That's all right. We can still build this motor and we can replace this later because it's pretty easy to do. But yeah, I think that's bent. Not bad because I've had to cut them before. So two things to remember. There's always a washer there, so put that on there. And then this little dude. Comment below if you know what that thing's called. I don't know what that thing's called. It's like a washer, spacer, collar. Anyway, that thing likes to get lost and causes all kinds of problems and grief. So I take it and I put it over here and I kind of put it where it goes. It can fall off there, but we know where it goes. All right, now, burp, burp, burp. All right, so now I'm working on the 02 CR250, and we are going to remove the seat and tank. We're going to get the carburetor off. We are rejetting it for this altitude, so we got to pull it off, look at it, see what's in it, and then make a decision on what we're going to put in it. Huh?
I have a crab cruncher.
It's a crab cruncher. No, that's for taking shocks apart, actually.
Crab cruncher.
Or crab crunching. Alright, so this CR250 took the carburetor off, and actually while I was taking it off, I realized it's not the carburetor that came on it. This guy that owns this thing had no idea about that. It's got a Key PWK, which is actually a way better carburetor than the thing that came on as a Mikuni. It wasn't even the current weird Mikuni that's coming on the KTMs. Anyway, so... But I knew that it must have a JD kit in it because JD sells these PWKs with their kit anyway. So sure enough, it's got a JD needle in it. It has a kit. And so I called JD because I don't know where to start with that. There's no like there's no like chart to look up. So anyway, I called JD. Turns out it had the way wrong pilot jet in it, like not even close. Had a 55, it needs a 45. So we're gonna put that in it. Had the right main jet in it. We'll check the needle position and then we'll put it back together and see how it runs. I bet it's gonna run pretty good. And then we're gonna change a tire on it. And then probably the next thing you see is us heading out to go ride dirt bikes tonight because we're gonna go see how far up onto the Uncompahgre Plateau we can make it. There's going to be a lot of snow and a lot of mud, probably a lot of crashing. It's going to be awesome. So let's get this thing done and then check and see how it runs. Ha! All right, we're going to see how she does. All right, guys, great day. Zach and I got the cases apart. We got the bearings, main bearings out. We got the other bearing out of the other side. Oh, here, ultrasonicking that one because anyway, we had to pull one of the tranny bearings out. Was no good, so we got that out. Start going back together tomorrow, so stay tuned tomorrow for more YZ250 assembly. Also tomorrow we will be working on this Husqvarna, putting a shift shaft in it. So taking this whole side cover off, sliding a shaft out, putting a new shaft in. So that should be pretty interesting for you guys. At least I hope, maybe. Anyway, yeah, guys, awesome day. We're gonna go ride dirt bikes now. So going up to the plateau. We're gonna start down low and ride up into the snow and see how far we can make it. Stay with us. This is gonna be awesome. All right, guys, we're at the Lower Spring Creek Trailhead. We got Andrew, Foxy Bibbs, and Zach Sheets. And we're gonna see how far up into the snow we can make it. So join us, it's gonna be a lot of fun. All right, guys, this trail is awesome. It starts out down here in the desert and it goes up into the forest. Should be pretty good. I haven't had them in any kind of like foresty, wet situation, and this definitely gets wet and foresty. gotta find Foxy Bibbs. I don't think that's gonna happen.
Let's try. That was a monumental effort. I started out in the back. And it took forever to get past Zach because it's so narrow, but I finally got him. Got to Andrew. He was cruising like pretty good, and then he made a couple of mistakes. Pulled over, and I was just like, I got everything I got. Yeah. And I just saw you probably maybe 3/4 of a mile back. I saw you. I'm like, ah, there he is. Oh, that was awesome. Uh-oh.
Yeah, dude. Dude.
Ah!
I was right behind him, and my right arm got caught on a tree, and it gave it a bunch of gas and went right fucking straight into a tree.
I mean, Dented Door's like just right up there, like the turn, and we'll probably make it to there. But then Spring Creek, you go. I said we try to go that way, see if we can't get to that other river crossing.
Yeah.
And then see what happens. We got time. We can do both, you know, because we're not going to make it that far.
You don't think we'll get over that other river? Creek?
Well, I don't know if we'll even make it to it, because the section before it is really dark and holds snow for a long time. Yeah. Let's see if we can move it. How we can go under it, but
Under it, huh?
well, yeah, but let's see if we can. If we can move it real fast, that'd be cool. I think we can. Trail maintenance.
Dude, I got you.
That might be the end of it. Yeah! Oh, I love it. I love it. Yes. Yes, the mountains, baby! Woo! Some sort of dog thing has been through here. This was his path. This is where it gets deep, like real deep. That's gonna be it for us tonight, guys. Back in there, it gets really, really deep, even when there's no snow here. Yeah, we made it this far. That's awesome. Way to go, Andrew. What do you have to say?
Oh, that was fun.